Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Movie Critic Rob here with the Movie Channel, and not only did I go see Finding Dory this weekend, which I did a review for that, which you can find below, but I also went to watch Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart's team up, which I have been looking forward to for a long time, and it's called Central Intelligence. Now, as you probably gathered, given that Kevin Hart is in the movie, it is a comedy. And does it deliver? Does the hype around this movie deliver? For me, just to set up how I got into this movie and how I got into the hype surrounding this movie, I saw that because I have Dwayne Johnson on Instagram. He had posted a video about him filming this movie called Central Intelligence. I didn't know what it was about. And then more and more I found out, the posters came out, the trailers came out. And I was like, okay, it's a comedy. Let's do it. I hadn't seen a lot of Kevin Hart films, but I have seen a lot of Dwayne Johnson films, which I like Dwayne Johnson, by the way. I think he's a great actor. He's well-rounded. He's got a lot of different things to his name. He's got a lot of action-heavy films, but he's got a lot of comedies as well, and a lot of family-friendly comedy as well. So there's a lot there. And Kevin Hart, like I said, I don't know much about him. I did grow up with people like Chris Tucker, and so I wanted to see what this guy was about, because if this thing was going to be like Rush Hour, I'm in, So does it live up to the hype? Well, I went into the movie. I actually was going to watch this instead of Finding Dory when I went to go see Finding Dory, but and I mentioned this in the Finding Dory review, because the AC was not working in the screening room for Central Intelligence, I skipped out, but I went the next day because I wanted to see it anyway. So does it hold up? I think it absolutely does. This is a movie that had me just absolutely laughing hysterically. There were some parts in this movie, and I like that the trailers didn't give away everything. I think I saw every trailer that came out for Central Intelligence, and they just retreaded the same jokes. I'm fine with that, because there's a lot of stuff to be discovered here, at least from what I saw. I don't know if there was other trailers that may have been more spoiler-filled, but as far as what I saw, nothing was really given away, and so a lot of the surprises were in the film. Now, if you've been on my channel a long time, or any period of time, you probably stumbled upon one of my movie discussions in which I talked about character-driven films versus plot-driven films. This is a film which is strictly character-driven. The plot is as basic as you can get, but that's not to detract from the film, because if you're going to sell on the chemistry of Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart coming together on the screen for the first time, and, these are big personalities, then you have to have a fairly simple story, to have them do what they do. And this is a movie which I feel there was a lot of improvisation, because the material lended itself to improvisation, and it's better for it, because you have these two heavyweights that are bouncing off each other, as well as other actors, especially one absolutely hilarious cameo, which I'm not spoiling here because this is a non-spoiler review. The movie I thought was really good. I was laughing for most of this film, and it doesn't really let up at all. I went to the bathroom during the movie, and I felt like I'd missed something, because there is stuff happening. Don't get me wrong. The movie has a lot of stuff going on, but the basic plot of the movie is pretty simple. But like I said, even though it's simple, it does not detract from the movie watching experience at all. And I honestly think that it was the funniest movie I've seen this year. Yeah, because Deadpool, well, right behind Deadpool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was really good. Dory is going to give it a run for its money, that's for sure. No question about it. Because a lot of people have given this movie hate. Even, I think it's because people are kind of tired of Kevin Hart. I haven't seen Kevin Hart in anything yet, which I think that's kind of why I enjoyed it much more than other people will. Because I had a lot of friends tell me, you're going to watch that movie looks ridiculous. I had a friend come out of the movie telling me it was the worst thing he'd ever seen, or close to it. And I'm like, did we watch the same movie, or did you watch Human Centipede or something weird? I've never seen Human Centipede. I don't want to see Human Centipede, and that's not the point here. The point is I'm trying to draw a comparison so you guys can understand kind of what I was trying to think, because I'm like, this movie was not bad. This movie was Spy. I thought was funny. Last year, the movie Spy came out with Melissa McCarthy, and this was a lot better than that. And I thought that movie was good. Now, was it Oscar worthy? Absolutely not. Was it one of the best films of all time? Absolutely not. But like with every movie, and I said this in my discussion of Batman v Superman, you have to go by what they pitch to you. And there is a lot of expectation surrounding the trailers and surrounding the marketing, because that's what the marketing and the trailers are supposed to do, is get you hyped a certain way. And this movie, everything was done right. I felt that maybe it could have done a little bit better in their marketing. Not show more. I'm talking about be better in how they market the film. But I thought everything was done well, to the point where when I sat down to watch the movie, it was a new experience. I didn't feel like everything was ruined in the trailers like most movies do today. And I had a genuinely good experience. It was really good, and I would recommend people go see it. I would, if you're looking for laughs, go and see this. If you're looking for something heartfelt, which is funny too, because Finding Dory is funny, but something to take the kids, I would go and see Finding Dory. Central Intelligence, you could take kids, but I would go with your kids to Finding Dory, and then hire a sitter and go watch Central Intelligence as adults. At the end of the day, I thought everybody did a good job. Kevin Hart, I thought, was ridiculous, like just hilarious. And I absolutely loved Dwayne Johnson's character in the movie, because he plays a character you don't really expect him to play, and he is the heart of the film. And it was a movie which I identified with a lot, just because of the message that was being portrayed. I thought it was an excellent lesson, which you don't see much in movies anymore, is to have a really good lesson, a really good theme or moral at the end of the story. This one had it, and I liked it. I liked where it went. I like how it dealt with it. I like everything that it did, and it was a good movie. Now, some of it does fall flat, and you can judge the movie for yourself. This is just me telling you what I thought, like I always do, so you can see if you want to watch it or not. Now, the weekend I know is past. Before I did this review, I meant to do it quicker, but I didn't. But most of you probably checked out Finding Dory anyway. So if you have some money, go and check this out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I was not disappointed of what I saw. You'll definitely have a good laugh, and I think you'll have a good time. So without further ado, go like, share, and subscribe. This has been Movie Critic Rob with the Movie Channel, and I'm signing off.